And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the left?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. On first down, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
DJ Chark, a Pro Bowler and a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019, saw his numbers dip a bit last year as the Jaguars cycled through some quarterbacks. He's happy to have Trevor Lawrence in town and accepts the pass from him there.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here? That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And this one is incomplete. How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete. With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield? Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack. Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded at the 33. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And when you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. But Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tutu Atwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass. I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and 16.
11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Joseph Osai charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it, but a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A big play there on the catch and run.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson. Not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 4 yards to go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. second half starts with a run by Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down at 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McPherson on for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Lawrence on 1st down. flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
.43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence eluding the pressure right.
They'll get this off to ETN.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And some room to work. Touchdown.
2-2 Atwell.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals TD.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And the worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Play action. It's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
A shotgun snap, and again the ETM.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up the 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of the 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should... Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Marvin Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point safely through, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 50, check 50. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Check
that one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And what a big 2020 season for the Saints for this third-round pick in 2017 out of Florida Atlantic. Now, he signed with the Bengals back in March, but for New Orleans last year, 13.5.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go with Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as he throws for the late touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.